Secretary?
Yes.
All right, brief 5 minutes. You're going to explain a bill that's going to cause some controversy. We'll see what happens.
Ladies and gentlemen, I brought forth to you a bipartisan piece of legislation. I'm sorry that the assistant minority leader is not here, but I do have the majority leader of the House. And we have come forward to present this bill, basically stating that texting while driving will now stop in Illinois. You text, you drive, you lose. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a serious bill. When you're driving in your car, you have the option to pick up your phone. I'm driving along, not just minding my own business. You pick up your phone, you don't see me, wham! I now have gotten injured because you have made a bad decision. Why should I be affected by what you do? The Republicans and some other people would say government is too much. Why should they interfere inside my car? Well, driving is not a right. It's a privilege. And as Secretary of State, I authorize the licenses that let you drive. That privilege can be easily taken away. There are many different reasons why you can just drive along, making your merry old business, being fine. You have your kids in the back. I understand. You can't control what the distractions are in your car sometimes. However, you can control not taking a drink of alcohol while driving. You can control paying attention while you drive. You can control not picking up your phone. You pick up your phone, you are endangering not yourself, you're endangering me, an innocent bystander. Barack Obama said, we are our brother's keepers. We are our sister's keepers. What affects you affects all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a bill that is bipartisan and not necessarily. Let's take this. Let me use this as an example. You're texting along, you're driving. What would your hands do? We were taught 10 and 2 in driver's ed, right? Both sides, 10 and 2. How are you texting? How are you eating a hamburger? With your feet? With your left foot up there? I don't think so. You have to keep your eyes on the road, or you're endangering not me, but you. You're endangering little Jimmy. You're endangering people you have never met, and the lives that you will affect is outnumbered the sorrow that you will feel. Because you'll be in jail a long time thinking about what you did. And this is easy to avoid. When the text comes in, you don't answer. You pull off the side of the road, you can answer. Pull up to a McDonald's, you can answer. Just keep driving. This is House OL 2501. This is a lifesaver. Any questions?
Exactly how long is this OL?
How long is it? It's a page.
Sir, if this was really an important bill, I think it would be longer than one page.
It's quantity over quality. Ladies and gentlemen, this is quality over quantity. To save lives is one word: health.
Now, I'm confused. I think could you clarify for me whether I'm endangering you or I'm endangering me?
See,
Let's just pertain to the bill. Let's not focus on debating the bill. Let's wrap this up.
No.
He'll answer it, but let's
I'll answer that, Bill.
answer that bill.
I'll answer that question. It's a question. Because you're in danger. You make your decision. I don't care what you do to yourself. However, what you do to me is something I care for. That's a decision I am affected by.
In the event that this would become law, what kind of a penalty are offenders looking at?
Well, as is in the bill, it does state here that texting while driving will cause mandatory revocation of your driver's license, plus criminal penalties up to 364 days in jail and fine up to $2,500. Any person convicted of violating subsection A, texting while driving, if the violation causes great bodily harm or permanent disability, disfigurement to a child or a school crossing guard while in a school crossing zone while performing his or her official duties is guilty of aggravated reckless driving. Aggravated reckless driving under this subsection D or E is a Class 2 felony.
Is this the first piece of bipartisan legislation
I,
that has been?
I believe it is. This is one that has, I am a member of the Democratic Party. However, I was working with Minority Leader Tristan Grounds. She was the first person I sent this to. And then the Majority Leader came on board as soon as I asked him.
Given the current state of,
Go ahead, more questions.
given the current state of affairs, do both you and the majority leader believe this is the most valuable piece of legislation that could be put forward in this manner?
I believe it is one of life and death.
When you say, I just want to clarify, this is just for texting and driving, so your hands don't have to be on the wheel. It's just, you just can't text and drive. You can be on the phone and drive, you can be eating a stick of soda, driving, you can have coffee and drive, is that correct?
Texting and driving takes more than just,
So you can read a book and drive too.
you know what? Actually, no, that's called reckless driving. That's called reckless, whatever you do that keeps your eyes off the road is reckless driving. You're putting myself in danger. However, you have the opportunity not to do it. Texting, in some areas, using a cell phone is off limits. This is making it a statewide mandate saying that no texting while driving. This will be my last question.
Thank you very much. The seeing is how in some areas, especially in areas like Chicago, there already are laws put in place dealing with using the cell phones while driving, and there already are a set of certain standards. Why is this piece of legislation here having such a much stronger connotation texting as opposed to talking on the phone, hands-free or not? And why is it under the classification of aggressive or
Reckless driving.
Reckless driving would be the aggravated reckless driving?
Yes, it would be, if you injure someone.
But I'm saying, what are the parallels? I mean, where did those fines and those repercussions come from?
Okay, a lot is based off of our current DUI statutes, because you have a choice not to drink and drive. You have a choice not to text and drive. They found that the amount of brain power used in making a telephone conversation on the phone is something comparable to having a drink. However, texting requires more of your visual and testicular skills than anything. No way! Textile features than not.
Thank you.